Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the uh, 12th standard computer subject, chapter number 1, and that is creating HTML forms using Composer. We discussed about how to create web page, and we also discussed about how to create HTML form, and what we practically interactive part focused, that is, these are the tags we discuss. We learn that input type is equal to text and name is equal to n1, means input is a tag, type that is attribute, and text that is the value, which will create text box, which can be seen over here. This is text box. Okay, text box means text input field. You can able to go for texting, and name of the box is n1. As I told you, you can go for any name. Now, to discuss today's concept, we have to talk about form tags attribute. We also discussed that the first word after bracket open, first word is tag, then attribute is equal to value, again attribute is equal to value. Same way, we have to talk about form tag, and to discuss further things about form tag, I need to create submit button. Now I mention here BR tag. BR means break the line, means go to next line. And then I mention here input type is equal to submit. That's it. Okay. Now why I create submit button? Because the concept which I want to explain you, that required submit button. Now let's see the output first. I modify, so I have to save this file and I have to reopen the file. I hope you can see here submit button. Now students, for your reference, I just want to say that please remember the name. Here the name is N1. Okay, remember that, because it will be helpful to us to understand. Now we have to talk about the first attribute of the form, and that is action. Now action attribute will clarify whenever somebody fill up the form and submit the form, all the fill up data required to be submit somewhere. For example, if I write here action is equal to yahoo.com/abc.xls, means what? I am saying that I am a developer of this form, and the person who fill up the data and submit the form, then that data will be transferred in the server of Yahoo, and in the server of Yahoo data will be stored in abc.xls. For example, any students who fill up this form, any students who write the name and click on submit button, then what happens? The data will transfer from that student's mobile or computer. I repeat, data will be transferred from that student's mobile or computer towards the server of Yahoo, and in the server of Yahoo it will store in the file whose name is abc.xls. But for that purpose I need to purchase some space from yahoo.com, and I have to register. So many things are there. So action attribute will decide where the form data will submit. Okay, so now let's read what textbook says. Now here mentioned that observe that the form element has two attributes, that is action and method. Now the action attribute is used to specify where to send the form data when the form is submitted. In our case, it submit to Yahoo because we clarify action is equal to yahoo.com. So in Yahoo server, data will be submitted. It takes a file name as a value. Here we have a file name abc.xls. This file, in our case abc.xls, this file is open when the user clicks on submit button after filling up the data in the form. For example, students, you are the user. So in your phone, when you mention your name, okay, here for example, XYZ, okay, and if you click on submit button, then what happens? It will go to the server specified over here, that is Yahoo, and in that server it will open the file. Which file? abc.xls, and in that file data will be stored. That is what the role of action attribute. Now we talk about the method attribute. Method attribute. Now the method attribute specifies the HTTP method to be used when sending the data. The method attribute specify the HTTP method to be used. Okay, when somebody send the data, method means method of communication. By which method? By which method data will be sent, data will be transferred from user's computer to server. From user's computer to server. Now method decide the method of communication between computer and the server. Computer means the computer in which a person is filling up the form. It take two values. It goes for two values. Method attribute has two values. Either method is equal to get or method is equal to post. Remember, there are two values. Either method is equal to get or method is equal to post. Now, what is the difference between get and post? That we have to understand. Look at the screen. Here, I hope you can able to see. Here it mentioned the name of the file. You can able to see where my mouse cursor is moving. Okay. Now, this particular area is called URL. It is known as URL, Universal Resource Locator, URL. Okay, this part is known as URL. Now the question comes here is, when you say, let me erase this. When you say method is equal to get, means what? When you say method is equal to get, whatever you enter in the box, that will display on the URL. It will display on the top. For example, remember the name of the box is N1. Method is get. Now see, if I fill up the form and if I mention XYZ space PQR and I click on submit, I want you to observe over here. Now I click on submit button. See, I hope you notice N1 is equal to XYZ plus PQR. Means what? Means they are saying that, let me zoom so you can able to see properly. Look at this. What it mentioned? N1 is equal to XYZ plus PQR. So whatever you entered in the box previously, that information and the name of the box display over here. Okay. There's the name of the box and the data of the box display over here. Why it happens so? Because the method is get. The method is get. Get method will display every information of all the box along with their name on the address bar. Now what are the characteristics of get method? Let's read. The get method receive the data from the form and send it to the server by attaching at the end of URL. See, this is at the end of URL. Here it attach at the end of URL. Now this method, I mean to say get method. Get method allows only limited amount of information to be sent at the same time. Now get method will transfer 256 character at the same time. For example, if I'm asking you, enter your name, enter your mobile number, enter your email ID, then all your fill up data will be calculated. For example, if I write the name XYZ PQR ABC, then it calculate, okay, total there are 9 alphabets. See, 9 alphabets. Likewise, whenever the whole form, alphabet or number or symbol, everything will be calculated. And if it is get method, then all this data transfer in the batch of 256, in a group of 256. For example, if the data is say 700, then it transfer for 256, then another 256, then another 256. Likewise, whenever it will transfer the information. Now we talk about post method. Now, before I read the information about the post method, I want to show you. Suppose if the method is post, see what happens. Method is post. Now see what happened. Let's go for interactive part first. Practical part. Method is post. And I would like to open the file again. See, file is open. Right now concentrate. This is the blank area. Nothing is there. Only name of the file is there. Method is post. Now I enter the information XYZPQR and I click on submit button. Okay, but you see nothing display in the URL. Nothing display in the URL. So post method will stop. Post method will stop showing anything, okay, on the screen in the URL part. Second thing, if you mention post, then post will send information block by block. Means what? For example, I put BR over here. Again, then I mention, for example, enter your mobile number, okay, and then I mention input type is equal to text. Now even though you are asking number, here input type is equal to text is available. Input type is equal to number is not there. Okay, clear? So input type is equal to text, name is equal to N2, okay, again BR and submit button. Now what I mean to say is, if the method is post, then this will submit block by block. Block by block means what? First it will submit name, then it submit mobile number, but it will submit everything between form and /form. Let's see the textbook. In the post method, the data is sent as a block through the HTTP transaction, and the data is included in the body of the request. Data is included in the body of the request. Means what? All the data, whatever mentioned between body and /body, that everything this will be submit. Now this method means post method, does not have any restriction on data length. In get method we have a restriction of 256. Here in post method there is no restriction on data length. Please mark very important sentence. Very important sentence mentioned here. Please underline this. Ask in board exam almost 6 to 7 times. The default value of method attribute is get. The default value for method attribute is get. Means what? See, for example, if you not clarify method attribute at all, look at this, only form tag is there. Which method we are not seeing at all. Then in this situation, which method is there? In the absence of clarification, default method is the get method. Default method is the get method. Okay. Now look at the output. Right now it is get method. For example, if I mention your name, I mention XYZ. Your mobile number, I mention 1 2 3 4, and I click on submit button. It shows on the top, means it is get method. It shows over here, see. Okay, so it is get method. Alright. So in the absence of clarification, default means whatever provided by itself. In the absence of clarification, whatever provided by itself in the absence of clarification is known as default. So if you not clarify the method, default method is get method. Default method is get method. Next we have to talk about, that is input element. Okay, we have to talk about input tag with all this information of the table. Okay, and then we have to go for text area element, then select an option element. Okay, that is the whole at a glance information mentioned over here. Okay, so we will start with input element. I already clarified to you students that tag, element and instructions, they all are same. They all are absolutely same. Okay, so let's go for that. The input element are used to insert various fields. Fields means box, radio button, text box, checkbox in the form. I already clarified radio button, text box, checkbox means what, and all are created with the help of input tag. The input and slash input or only input tag is used to implement this element, to implement all these boxes. The input tag has different attributes like type, name and value. Please underline, very important, very important. Okay, please underline this particular point. Okay, the input tag has different attribute, type, name and value. Here we have input tag, type, name and value. Now value attribute is very danger. Now why I speak danger? Because the role of value attribute will be changed based on over here. In the case of input type is equal to text, the meaning of value attribute is different. If I mention input type is equal to radio, okay, then the meaning of value is different. If I say input type is equal to password, meaning of value will be different. For example, if I write value is equal to hello, okay, now see what happened. If I try to open the form in the output area, see hello will be default value, means automatically what is inside the box, that is called default value. In the case of input type is equal to text. Okay, in some of the Instagram and all those, you mentioned that in the box here they mention enter your name. When you click, okay, it become blur and erase like that. Here we are using in computer, so you have to erase and then you have to write whatever you want to write. Okay, so a little bit different. Now one more thing I want to clarify. What I am sharing right now that was asked in board exam. Suppose if I write hello students, as I told you, if you mention value is equal to hello, it will display default hello in the box. But if I mention value is equal to hello students, then see what happened. I modify the file, so I am saving, concentrate on the screen and look at the output. It display hello only. But I want hello student. Why it happens so? We learn in previous lecture and this lecture also. Input is a tag, but this is what? Attribute equal to value, attribute equal to value, attribute equal to value. But what happened to this? It is with whom? Which attribute, which value? Nothing. So it totally ignored. Now if you want hello and students both, you have to put double quotes like this. See, means this is attribute and this is value. this whole as value. Now look at this. I save this file and I open this file again, and what we expect, that is available. So whenever any attributes value is available with space, then double quotes is compulsory. Here I not mention double quotes because it is only one word. Here I mention double quotes because it is multiple words. So when we have a multiple words, double quotes is compulsory. When the single word has a value of an attribute, double quotes is optional. So you have to understand this. Now you can able to see it is available. So it has a different attribute like type, name and value. Alright. Now in our school exam, this is asked. For example, if I not mention anything, okay, if I not mention anything like this, only space, then what happen? Now logic remains same. Logic remains same means what? Look at this. It comes with space. It comes with space. I can't show you space, but I can make out space like this. See? Okay. So you can able to see here space will be there. Fine. Now the type attribute of the input element specifies the field that is to be created in the form. Which type of field? Field means box. The name attribute specify the name to be used for the field in the form. What name you want to identify. Now why we require to give the name? For example, here name is N1. If I not give the name, then also box is available. But suppose you have 100 box and you want to change the background color of a particular box, then so in such type of situation, name is helpful. You have to clarify computer that change the background color of the box whose name is N1. So accordingly it will take the decision. It will change the background color of the box whose name is N1. Clear? Okay. So name is that why important. That is the reason why it's important. The value attribute specify the default value. We already discussed recently. Hello students, we mentioned. Next is table 1.1 shows different values of attribute and its usage, which we have to discuss now. So now we go for this table. Now in this table, it shows different values of type attribute. Means type is equal to radio, type is equal to checkbox. So all these values are mentioned along with the description, and we would like to check them one by one. Okay, so that you will come to know that how it can be used practically, but with one condition, that I will explain this table with my sequence. I mean to say, first I explain text, then password, then radio, then checkbox, then submit, and then reset. Okay, remember all these are the values of type attribute of input tag. As you can able to see here, input tag is mentioned. Okay, so all this used with input tag but type attribute. Okay, so let's start with text attribute first. So first is text. Create the text field. Field means box. To enter the text in the form, a user can enter any data of his choice in the text field. Okay, so you can able to enter anything, but the attribute and tag is input type is equal to text, name is equal to var. Now var is an example. You can keep a1, b2, c3, whatever you want, and value what you want in the box automatically. Default value that you can set as value equal to. Now practically implement this. Input type is equal to text, name is equal to n1, and value is equal to, right now I mention hello. Okay, now we will open this file in the output area, and you can able to see text box available. Okay, and hello available inside the box, and the name of the box is N1. Okay. Now after that text, then we have a password. It creates the password field in the form similar to text field, but the characters are underlined. Characters are not displayed to the user. Means user cannot able to see the characters. Instead of that, character type convert into non-readable format. All this you have to underline. What is non-readable? If you try to enter the password, then if you see the dots available, okay, that is known as input type is equal to password area. So we will practically do it. After BR, for example, I am mentioning here, enter your password, and then I am preparing the same thing. Okay, so here I am writing input type is equal to password and name is, for example, P1, and then I will mention BR type. Okay, now let's see what happened for input type is equal to password. Okay, let's see. Look at the screen now. Okay, you see name is as it is, but password box comes. Now in password box, we will write the password. For example, I am writing say one password. I hope you are able to see it indicate dots. Okay, so what you are typing, that is comes in non-readable format. Now from this one question asked in board exam before 5 years. Okay, if you notice input type is equal to text, when I mention value equal to hello, it display hello. Agree? Now suppose if I write here value is equal to hello, now what happened? What happened to password box? I am giving you 10 seconds time. If I go for the output, I want to tell you box will be there, password box will be there, but what happened to password box? Option A, it will display hello. Option B, it will display 5 dots. Option C, it keep the box blank, and option D, it will display first of all hello, and when we click at that time it becomes dot. Okay, so you take your time, 5 seconds I am giving you. Okay, let's see the output. I hope you notice it shows 5 dots because it is password box, so it won't show you what you type, because textbook says that character type is convert into non-readable format. So this is the story of password. Okay, those who give the correct answer about these dots, congratulations. Next is radio button. Now input type is equal to radio will create radio buttons in the form. Now any one radio button can be selected at a time from group of radio button. See, you have to prepare a group of radio button and you can select any one item, okay, from that group of item. Generally it is used to select single item from a given group of items. Let's prepare practically. Okay, for example, I am preparing here the choice. Okay, for example, select your stream. Okay, and then I mention input type is equal to, or I can say like this, commerce. Input type is equal to radio, name is equal to R, value is equal to 1. Okay, then I create one more, then I go for one more, that is science, value is equal to 2, and then I go for the third one, and that is arts, and value is equal to 3. Now students, if you notice that I mentioned name same, see, be careful, whenever you are creating radio button, listen carefully, whenever you are creating radio button, the name of all radio button of one group required to be same. We require only one name because we are capable to select only one out of these three. So that's why name of all radio button in one group compulsory required to be same. Here I put name as R. You can put R1, R2, P1, X, Y, Z, whatever you want. Okay. Second thing, I mentioned value is equal to 1, 2, 3. Your choice. You can write commerce, value is equal to science, value is equal to arts. I don't mind. But what happened to value? That I need to explain you. First we go for the output. Look at the output. Look at the output. It comes with commerce, science and arts. It go for commerce, science and arts. Now, if I click on commerce, then right now the word commerce is you feel selected. When you submit the form, students, be careful. The word commerce will not submit. I repeat, even though you select this particular radio button, but the word commerce will not submit. Whatever the value of this radio button, that will submit. So what is the value of this radio button? The value of this radio button is 1. So 1 will submit. Now suppose if I select arts and I click on submit button, then the word arts will not submit. The value of radio button of arts will be submitted. Okay. So here what is the value of arts? 3. So 3 will submitted. You can write like this. I don't mind. Okay. Then the word small arts, that will submit. Whatever you mention value equal to, that will submit. Okay. So these are the important thing of radio button. Okay. One more thing. If you notice, when I open this form, automatically not a single radio button available. Not a single radio button is default selected. Okay. So in that case, in that situation, we need to put one attribute, and that is here. Look at this. Input type is equal to radio. Okay. And input type is equal to radio, name is equal to R, value is equal to 1, and then I mention checked. Okay. Now checked means default checked. Checked means default checked. Okay. So whenever you open the form, you are able to see that the radio button of commerce is default selected. See, I not click on commerce. My mouse cursor you can able to see on the screen. The arrow is here. We are saying that when somebody open the form and not clarify the choice, automatically the commerce radio button is selected. If a person wish, can change, fine, doesn't matter, no problem. Okay. So you can able to see this. Now one question asked in board exam. Suppose if we put all the radio button as checked, then what happened? If we put all the radio button checked, then what happened? This is asking board exam. Now many students give the answer that all 3 checked. Okay. Some students say that all 3 check, and then whatever you don't check, that will not check. Some says that not a single one checked. Okay. All these are incorrect answer. Look at the answer first. Look at the answer. See, arts, last one is checked. How? I want to explain you, students. First of all, it read this line. According to this line, commerce radio button is checked. Then it read this line. So science is checked. But when science is checked, commerce is unchecked. then arts will check. So at that time commerce is not checked. Students, I hope you understand what is going on right now. Okay, so this is these kind of questions asked in board exam, and I'm always worried about these kind of questions. Okay, those who want to take this seriously, most welcome. The rest of students, God bless you. I don't want to say more than that. Fine, so this is the story of radio button. Now we will move on. Checkbox. Okay, the opposite of radio button. Checkbox will create checkbox in the form. Means what? Allow you to select multiple out of multiple. Means multiple checkbox can be selected at a time. Generally used to select multiple items from given group of items. Okay, so let's learn this. Okay, now now here I will go for select the stream which you can select. Okay, and we have a input type is equal to radio, which I change and I make checkbox. Okay, input type is equal to checkbox. Then here also I'll go for input type is equal to checkbox, and here also input type is equal to checkbox. A name you can keep same also, different also. In checkbox there is no condition. You can go for same name, you can go for different name. I don't mind. Result will remain same. No problem, no issue. Rule is same. Whatever you check, its value will submit. Whatever you mention, their value will submit. Okay. Clear? That part is as it is. Now look at the output. As students, you are able to see that here you can able to see square shape comes and tick mark will come. Okay. Now here also you can able to write like this. Here also you can able to write like this. Checked. So what happened? It will default check. The first checkbox will check. And suppose if you write checked in all, then what happened? Now this question asked in July exam. Those who fail in one subject, okay, government conduct their exam in July. So in that context, I am saying this, that the same question asked in one of the July paper. Students, in radio button we observe that it will go to the last priority, but checkbox allow you to check all. So all of possible to be checked. So the output is like this. The output is like this. I hope you can able to see this. All right. Okay. So now I make it normal. All right. Okay. So this is the story of checkbox, and I hope you understand that. Okay. Now we will go ahead. Now we will go for submit button. It create a submit button in the form, and on clicking the submit button, the values of data entered in the form is submitted to the file specified in the action attribute of the form element. Okay, so whenever you click on submit button, okay, which file you specify in the action attribute of the form element, form tag, there it will submit. For example, in our case, form action is equal to yahoo.com/abc.htm. Now suppose if I click on submit button, then whatever data fill up in the form, that will submit to abc.xls file, okay, of Yahoo server. So to create submit button, what we have to mention? Input type is equal to submit. Okay, and value is equal to, you can able to write any value. For example, if I write here input type is equal to submit, value is equal to, click here to submit. Okay, then what happen? Whatever you mention value equal to, that will labelize on submit button. means button will be there. It will do the job of submitting your data to the server. But what is labelized on the button, that is click here to submit. Now look at this. See, click here to submit. The role is of submit only. But what you mention value equal to, that will labelize on the button. Next is reset. Reset. Okay. It create a reset button in the form. Now reset means what? Whatever data fill up in the form, destroy, delete all the data and load fresh new blank form. Okay. With default value. With default value. So what is mentioned? See, create a reset button in the form, and on clicking the reset button, the values of data entered in the form are cleared and set back to default value. How? Input type is equal to reset, value is equal to reset. Same thing we will mention over here. We will mention over here input type is equal to reset, value is equal to reset. If you notice, I not mentioned this in double quotes because here only one word, and here I put double quotes because multiple words are there as a value of an attribute. I hope you are aware about this. Now we'll go for the output. Look at the output. Here reset is there. Now what I mentioned here, I write any value. Okay. Then I enter the password also. Okay, then I go for this. Now suppose if I click on reset, then what happens? Either the item of the form become blank or it load its default value. Look at the screen now. If I click on reset button, you see hello default value, password default value available, and all the boxes become blank. So that is your reset value of type attribute. So with this our table is over. Now we will move on. Next page, text area element. Now students, I hope you remember input type is equal to text will give you single line text box where I can able to write anything in single line. I hope you're able to see this. Okay, anything you can write but in single line. So to create single line text box, we have to mention input type is equal to text. But now the question is for address, what to do? Because address is multi-line. So for getting address, students, we required to go for something else. Now what is that something else? That is called multi-line text input. Now multi-line text input is possible by the help of text area element. Now previous we talked about input element, students. Now we are talking about text area element. Let's read this. Text area element allows multi-line text input. Okay, I insist you to mark this. Okay, I'm not able to mark properly, but I'll keep like this so you are aware. So you have to mark this sentence. The text area and slash text area is used to implement this element, to apply this element, and it allows entering unlimited number of characters. There is no limit. It can be used to enter either comment or report or long description of product. Already asked in exam, important. This part also you have to mark. Okay. This part also you need to mark. Okay. The size of text area element can be specified by using rows and calls attribute. So here you have an attribute rows and calls. And the rows attribute is used to set the number of rows of the text which will be visible without scrolling up or down. That means what? For example, if I say rows is equal to 3, means it can allow you to write n number of lines, but at the same time you can see 3 lines. I repeat, rows will decide how many lines visible at the same time. For example, if I say rows is equal to 3, means you can able to write n number of lines, but at the same time you can see only 3 lines. The calls attribute is used to set the number of columns of the text that will be visible without scrolling right or left. So how many alphabet can be seen in one line? That is calls. If I say calls is equal to 20, means in one line you can able to type 20 characters. And then we have a example. Okay, text area, name, comments, rows 4 and calls 20. That is between text area and slash text area, your comments here. We will practically do it. For example, here I mention enter your address, then I mention text area, name is equal to add, rows is equal to, say for example 4, calls is equal to 25, okay, and I go for slash text area. I start text area, so I have to end. Alright, now see what happened. If you look at the output, see, enter your address. Now you must have a question how to keep this on top. For that we have to learn one concept called table technique, and which I will start in my next video. Table technique I will start in my next video, through which you will come to know how to put this on top. Okay, now this is your text area. Students, if you concentrate, I mention here rows is equal to 4, means what? At the same time I can see 4 lines. For example, line 1, okay, line 2, line 3 and line 4. I hope you observe. At the same time I can see 4 lines. I am not saying that you cannot write. You can write line number 5, but it will show at the same time 4 lines only. If you notice carefully now, see I press enter. Did you notice when I writing line number 5, line number 1 is scroll up. Why it happens so? Because the height of the box decided by rows attribute, and rows attribute value is 4, means create the box that much tall that it can able to show you at the same time 4 lines. And in any line, how many characters you can type approximately? That is 25. Okay, you can able to write here 25. For example, I mentioned plot number 123 oblique a b slash 1. Okay, I hope you notice till here if you are aware, okay, you can able to see. Now whenever I try to write the next alphabet, it will go to next line. Okay, why it happens so? In one line approximately it allow 25 characters. 26th will go to the next line. So this is your text area. One important thing, students, that when you load the form, this box is blank. Suppose you want to write something inside, then whatever you mention between text area and slash text area, whatever you mention between text area and slash text area, that will consider as default text. Now default text means what? Default text means it will display in the box. For example, I am writing here enter, okay, or I am writing here address please. Now this line will be displayed in the box. Whenever somebody open the form, automatically address please will be displayed in the box. So whatever you mention between text area and slash text area, okay, that will consider as your default text. It will consider as your default text. Okay, fine. So this is your text area. Now we move on to the last topic of our today's lecture, that is select and option element. There are two tags. Select is one tag and option is one tag. Now Underline this sentence, already asked in board exam 6 to 7 times. Select element is used to create the drop down list or menu in the form. Now I want to clarify what is drop down list. See, let's go for MS Word. Okay, in MS Word I can able to show you. Now if you notice that when I want to change the font, I click over here, you see, and I can able to see these all items. Now this particular square shaped box, where my mouse is moving, that particular box create with the help of select tag. This particular rectangle or square type of box will create with the help of select tag. It is called menu. Okay, it is called either drop down list or menu. So this particular rectangle or square shaped box where my mouse cursor is moving is called drop down list or menu, and it is created with the help of select tag. And every item where my mouse cursor is now moving, that is known as option, and it is created with option tag. It is created with the help of option tag. So now we will read from textbook. The option element is used to specify the value that are to be displayed in the menu. What you want to show in the box, that is created with the help of option tag. The tag select and /select is used to create a drop down menu, and the tag option and /option is used to create the element within the menu. Okay, it used to create element within the menu. So how it will work? Okay, let's see. We have a select tag, then we have an option and /select. So I will prepare this. For example, I mentioned here, okay, choose your city. Then I mention select name is equal to C1. Okay, all your cities, all your options are available, or you need to mention, you need to mention between select and /select. Okay, all each and every your option must be between select and /select. So here we will go for option value is equal to 1, and then I mention Ahmedabad /option. Then I'll go for the second value. Okay, option value 2, 3, 4, and then I go for Rajkot, Baroda, Bhavnagar. Okay, if you notice, all option and /option is between select and /select. Now look at the output. If you see the output, choose your city, Ahmedabad display because Ahmedabad is first item. But if you click, I hope you notice the menu open, and here you can able to select. Remember, if I select Rajkot and if I click on submit, the rule is same. The word Rajkot will not submit. The value of Rajkot, that is 2, will submit. Same logic. The value will submit. If you write Rajkot over here, now Rajkot will submit because you mentioned value is equal to Rajkot. So whatever you mention value equal to, that will submit. Okay. Here also we have a default check, but it is different. Previously we mentioned here something like this, checked, but that is attribute of input tag. Be careful students, checked we are using with input tag. This checked you cannot use over here because it is not input tag, it is option tag. So for that purpose, for example, you want Bhavnagar as default, then you have to write selected. I hope you notice I am talking about selected. Now see what happened. It shows Bhavnagar as default. See. So if you click, you can able to see Bhavnagar is blue highlighted. So right now if you submit, then you are able to see Bhavnagar is available, so value of Bhavnagar will be submit. So students, this is what our journey of part 2 of chapter 1. I hope you able to understand what I want to convey the message to you. In the next lecture, we will learn about table technique, and we also discuss about this big example which is right now scrolling on your screen, okay, as a third part. So you can write in your comment section whether you are enjoying the lecture or not, and you can also write in the comment section about any suggestions, okay, and what you want more from my lecture, please clarify, okay. And if you want this file, if you want this file, okay, then you have to write in the comment section, okay. Whoever write in the comment section, I try my level best to provide them the link of this file of my Google Cloud, but my condition is I want to provide to those who are providing any comments, okay. So please write in the comment section, okay, and I'm waiting for your comments, and we will discuss further in our third lecture. Till then, please take care of yourself, students. God bless you all. Thank you.